lot of people take for granted the simplest things in life. And I know from just what's happened to me that simple things like walking, talking, eating, grabbing things, I mean, those are things that we all take for granted until that time comes when, oh, you fall, you break your leg, you break your arm, and guess what? It's in a cast, and guess what? Life sucks. So I know from firsthand, like when I was back in college, I mean, I was, running around, I played football, I was an athlete. It's 2005, I believe it was May 18th. That's when I headed off, and I was in MCRD, San Diego. Out of boot camp, we went to SOI West at Pendleton, and after our initial training, we received our MOS of 0311 Scout, and that's where we were attached to 3rd LAR. And then once we got to 3rd LAR, we did our initial training, Seagal Studios, I believe it was KEX, and after we got back from our pre-deployment leave, we took off to Iraq. That would be February of 2006. August 20th, bright and early in the morning, day like any other day. We were just had our mission brief. We were gonna go out, just supposedly some high value targets were operating in the area, and we are gonna pretty much just snatch, grab them, come back home, and let them interrogate them and do whatever they're gonna do with them. We got to our mission, hit it, no casualties, no one fired a shot, nothing. I mean, we rounded them up, pretty simple, loaded them up and started, headed back home. And I was popped up in the scout hatch of the LAV. I can remember vividly. I remember all of a sudden, loud explosion, thrown in the air, fracture in my left ulna and radial. I was burned most of the third and second degree, so I lost most of my feelings. And my jaw was fractured in 37 pieces. I remember looking through my eyes and I could see like flames. Oh, stupid, you're on fire. Stop, drop, and roll. One of my good buddies, I guess his vehicle rolled around and they put me out, and then they grabbed me from the harness and they drug me to a little, I wouldn't say a hill, but whatever cover they could find. And while rounds were cooking off, explosions from the vehicle, they're protecting me. Eventually, I ended up in San Antonio, Texas, and that's the burn, probably the burn center of the world. But I woke up out of my coma and just started going through the gruesome therapy of stretching my limbs, feeding myself, all that walking, you name it. Once in a while, I have a surgery for an elbow release or a wrist release or some sort of crazy surgery. I was there at Brooke Army Medical Center for about 6 years. Just kept working, and then at the end of the 5 or 6 years that I was there, I told them I'm ready to get out of here and I'm ready to go do something. The reason I chose to stay in the Marine Corps was because there's something that I've seen ever since I was a kid in the Marine Corps. It's a camaraderie that you cannot find anywhere else, not in any of the other branches, not in any job, I'd like to be a good example for those Marines that if I could do it, they could do it. They see me out there doing their little PT with them, or kicking their butt on a PFT. I think that's going to motivate them to, hey, well, why is this guy, passing me, or why is this guy, doing as many pull-ups as I can do, or something like that. It's gonna make them kick it up a notch, because they're gonna be like, well, I'm younger, I mean, there's nothing wrong with me. Why can't I do it? If we commit to something, we need to go 110%. We can't lollygag. We can't waver. We have to be true to our faith, true to our core. My name is Isaac Gallegos, Sergeant in the United States Marine Corps, stationed Camp Pendleton, California, but currently going to school at Camp Johnson, North Carolina.